I'm out here at DeBerry Disc Golf. There's two courses out here. There's River City Nature Park. There's Barwick in the Woods. They're fun courses. There's a big disc golf store across the street. That's where I go a lot. It's called Disc Golf Center. They like taking my money because I like spending a lot of money there. I figured I'd switch it up today. I was gonna do it in the cart, as long as I don't get rained on. What I prefer in the bag, what I like throwing. It's always changing, but some have been in there for a while, some are newer. Yeah, let's jump into it. I guess we should start out what I use to carry these things. It's the compact Zupa. It's a compact Zuka cart. I've had it for going on 2 years now. A lot of people ask, Cole, why don't you just carry a bag and be a man? I am a man. I'm just a little man. There's nothing wrong with a cart. Saves your back. I don't like picking it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down, pick it up. When I first saw the compact, I didn't know how many discs I could hold in it. So I thought I was gonna have to get the bigger one, but I'm glad I got this thing because it holds everything I need. When I first got it, it didn't have this top rack in here. They all just sat in the bottom right there. I think the rack was like 50 bucks. I can hold 14 discs up here. 15, it's kind of pinching at the sides, so you're struggling to get it out when you need it. I usually keep all my drivers and my mids up at the top. I put my throwing putters down there at the bottom. I can usually get about 5 in there. So the only thing I didn't like about it when I first got it was there was really nowhere good to put your putting putters. So I got this Prodigy putter pocket. I can get 3 putters in here. Good spot for your phone, your keys, your wallet, your goodies. Yeah, I've had this thing as long as I've had the bag, still holding up good. It came with these like little zip up pouches. I throw them in each side. It's nice when it's raining, you can kind of zip something up in there and not have to worry about it. This side I have snacks. Gotta keep some snacks on you. And $1 and 25 cents. That's the essentials. Gotta have towels too. Oh, and I also have this little couch pocket. I keep all my dry bags in here. Good little spot for them. So jumping into the putters, these are my main putting putters. They're the BT Hard Maiden by Westside. I've had these for about a year now. I only putt with them. I'm a big fan of the BT Hard plastic for putters. It's kind of soft, but it's really firm at the same time. Nice and grippy. I love putting these things. They've held up really good. The Maidens have a little bit smaller rim, a little bit more narrow. I got baby hands, so they feel good. Not only do I putt with them, I also love throwing them. I have 3 that I throw. This one's the oldest. This is the second oldest, the blue one. This thing's about the same stage and wear as the gray one. The newest one is this yellow one. Actually just got it yesterday. So I'm excited to throw it. One thing I love about these is they get a little bit less stable when they get beat in, but they don't want to flip over. So these things just go dead straight. But yeah, highly recommend these. Love throwing them. Another throwing putter I have in the bag is a Pro Pig. If I need something that has a lot more finish than the Maidens, definitely not as much glide, I can just punch it out and know where it's gonna go. Always been a big fan of the Pig. Check out the Slammer versus Pig video if you haven't seen it already. But yeah, can't go wrong with a Pig. It's what you need. The only other throwing putter I have in the bag is this Z Luna. I actually found it last week at the disc golf center across the street. I found it in the used rack for 10 bucks. So I had to pick it up. I wanted to give it a try. I don't know it too well yet, but it's a little bit more overstable than the Maiden. Not as overstable as the Pig. I've been liking it so far, so I'm gonna keep trying her out. Moving on to the mid-ranges. Let's see. I carry 4 of them. The most understable is a Discraft Soul. I throw this thing a lot. like a lot. Throw it on a little hyzer, it just pops up and just goes dead straight. It's not the best in the wind, so I have others for it. I don't throw a lot of sidearms, so I can throw it flat. It won't just dump over on you. It'll kind of just hold that turning line. Love this thing. Essential. Moving on. Next, in terms of stability, my straight to understable is the fuse, Latitude 64 fuse. If I don't throw it too hard, it just goes dead straight. Doesn't have a lot of finish. If I throw it harder, I have to throw it on a little bit of a hyzer. It'll pop up and just go straight. I did a video on the fuse too. You can see how it flies. I used to bag a buzz, but I had a really good one that I threw and it didn't have a lot of finish to it and I lost it. So when I got a new one, it was a lot more overstable. So I wanted to find a disc that would replace that old beat-in buzz, and the fuse does it good. That's in an optoplastic. Hold on, my mouth's drying out. The next is the straight to stable. It's the EMAC Truth. I can trust a little bit more in the wind than the fuse. If I throw it flat, it goes straight and has a finish. If I throw it on more of an anhyzer line, it just kind of holds it, still comes out. I used to have a Champion Rock 3 in the bag. This thing kind of replaced that. But yeah, EMAC Truth. Lucid. The next one is overstable. It's a Zone Discraft. You know what it is. I don't really use it too much for approaches. I'd rather throw the Maidens and the Pig. But if I just have a shorter mid-range shot and I want it to finish out left, I'll throw the Zone. Check out the Zone versus Toro video if you haven't already. This one's a Crystal Z Flex. My buddy Josh gave me this one a little while ago. It's been flying good. Next up is the fairway drivers. I have 6 of them in the bag. The most understable is a Star Roadrunner. I've had this thing for a while. It's nice having something that's quicker, that you know is not going to want to finish left on a backhand. If you can roll it, you can throw it flat and have it just keep turning. So since I don't throw a lot of sidearms, it's nice having something quicker that'll turn like that. But yeah, Star Roadrunner. Next up is a straight, I'd say more straight to understable, Discraft Z Heat. It'll turn, not as much as the Roadrunner. I can get this thing to go a lot straighter. Not the best in the wind. This thing's great in the woods. It's pretty quick too, so you can get a lot of distance out of this thing. But yeah, when it's not windy out and I want something to go straight and far, I'll throw the Heat. Awesome disc. Smells like a burger. The next up is, I'd say straight to slightly stable, is a Z Undertaker 2020. It's the same year as that Luna with the Tour Series stamp. This thing's really beat in, so it's really straight. If I throw it on a little hyzer, it'll pop up and go straight and have a soft finish. If it's on more of a hyzer, it just kind of holds it. It doesn't want to dump out right away, just kind of holds that hyzer, which is really good. So I throw this thing a lot. But yeah, I'd be really sad if I lost this. It doesn't help that it's dark green, so every time I throw it, even if it's in the grass a foot away from me, there's been times I don't even see it. So I'm glad I haven't lost it yet. But if I did lose it, I've been trying to find a disc that would fly like that. All the Undertakers I throw that are new are really overstable. So I picked up a Mantis not too long ago. The flight numbers make it seem more like a beat-in Undertaker. What I can tell right now is it's still pretty overstable compared to that. But I'm gonna keep trying this thing out. So far I like it. Next up, I've been throwing this mold for a while. It's a Dynamic Disc Getaway in the Lucid plastic. This is my straight to more overstable slot. It's got a lot of glide. It's overstable, but it's really controllable. I can throw it flat and hard, and it doesn't want to flip up, but it'll just go straight and have a nice, really reliable finish. Usually when I want something with an overstable finish, this is what I reach for, but if it's not gonna be overstable enough, I have a Raptor Discraft. You know what this thing does. It does the job, it's overstable. One thing I like about the Raptor is that pretty much every single one I've felt has had more of a flat flight plate. There's been times when I grabbed like a Champion Firebird or whatnot and it has a lot of dome to it. So it's almost like you have to search for a good one, but it's nice being able to just pick up a Raptor and know it's gonna be on the flat side. So nice and consistent, overstable. Moving on to the distance drivers. I have 4 of them in here. The most understable. This thing's been in the bag forever. Probably the longest over anything in here is a West Side Disc Sword in a VIP plastic. I throw it a lot on hyzer, it'll pop up, it'll turn and have a soft finish. If I throw it flat, it'll just carry. So it's really useful. If the drive kind of turns a little bit, that's when I'll use this thing. I'd be sad if I lost this one. I know a new one wouldn't fly the same. So, Sword, West Side. Next up is this Destroyer. I bought this thing 2 years ago. When I ordered it, I bought 3 Star Destroyers and 1 Pro Destroyer. This is the Pro Destroyer, but it feels nothing like a Pro plastic. I don't know if they labeled it wrong or what, but this thing still has a lot of stability to it. It feels like a Star plastic. There's nothing Pro about it. This is my straight to stable. It doesn't want to flip over on me. Just straight with a nice finish. So, feed in Destroyer. Next up is a Discraft Zeus. I got it used about a year ago, but he only threw it a couple times after he bought it. I think he got it from Pastry Dye. So it looks pretty cool. It has a little bit more stability than the Destroyer. I throw it on the same kind of lines, but if I just want a little bit more finish at the end. This thing just keeps flying better and better. I think the longer it's in the bag, the better it's gonna fly. Hopefully I don't lose it. Love this thing. Definitely my most thrown driver. Last is the most overstable. I don't throw this thing too much, but it's nice to have it when I need it. Is a Fusion Enforcer. Really overstable. If it's super windy out and I need something that's just gonna dump out, this will be what I throw. But yeah, I'd just say it's more of a utility disc that I use it for. Not really looking to get a bunch of distance out of it. Just if I need something quick that's gonna finish more than the Raptor. But yeah, I like having discs that are more on the replaceable side. So if you lose it, you can just get another one and not have to worry about it too much. I mean, there are some molds in here that I've thrown for a while, so I've really got to learn how they fly. I don't like being so reliant on a particular disc. That way if I lose it, then I'm struggling to find that flight again. But yeah, I think that wraps it up. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know if you throw any of these things. I'll see you next time.